other companies. Now we turn the clock back to those opening nights in an affectionate celebration, just for openers.
Give me my orders and tell us how we're doing with London. The signal is coming up clearly, he says. We're getting the network on our monitors beautifully. We're on the phone with Birmingham Master Control and London Master Control. 15 seconds to net time. The count will begin now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Take London!
Mr. Chairman, Your Excellencies, my lords, sheriffs, ladies and gentlemen, I am most happy to be present tonight because the occasion marks the opening of the London station of the new television authority.
Here is, as we all believe, a means of communication which enters the homes of millions of our countrymen, which has an unrivaled power of persuasion, a matchless influence on thought and action. It's a terrifying power, for good or evil. Free television, like a free press, will not be controlled by any council or committee, but by two factors: by the television company's own sense of responsibility and by the fundamental good sense and right feeling of the British people.
The ITA is charged with the responsibility for the balance, the quality, and for the clarity of the picture that we see. The programs will be the responsibility of individual companies. Commerce will supply the revenue, and advertisers will supply that revenue. And advertising will be limited in total amount and confined to natural breaks in the program. Nor indeed will Hamlet interrupt his soliloquy to tell us of the favorite brand of toothpaste ordinarily used in Elsinore.
It's tingling fresh. It's fresh as ice. It's Gibbs SR toothpaste, the tingling fresh toothpaste that does your gums good too. The tingle you get when you brush with SR is much more than a nice taste. It's a tingle of health. It tells you something very important, that you're doing your gums good and toughening them to resist infection. See your dentist regularly and brush with SR, the tingling fresh toothpaste for teeth and gums. Gibbs SR.
Guinness is good for you. Guinness is good for you. My goodness, my Guinness, my Guinness, my goodness. Guinness is good for you.
Independent television is, of course, a commercial venture, and I'm not ashamed of saying so. But it is at the same time a public service. And as such, we do recognize our responsibility in the use of what is today the most powerful modern medium. We shall use it with discretion and judgment.
I would just like to rehearse cue. Originally, this station was to open in the new year, but such has been the enthusiasm that Ulster Television is on the air tonight, months ahead of schedule. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you... Good evening. It is my privilege, my rare privilege, in fact, it is my unique privilege, to be the first person to appear before you on Ulster Television. And it makes me extremely happy to share in your pleasure in the fact that Northern Ireland is now a member of the independent television network. Tonight, programs from the United States, from the United Kingdom will come across the sea to bring into your homes the very best programs that television has to offer. Now, originally, this station was to have opened in the new year, but such has been the enthusiasm that it is opening here, this moment, tonight, months. Yes, some months. October the 31st, we can say it is months ahead of schedule. For this, many people are to be very heartily congratulated indeed. It gives me great pleasure, first of all, to introduce to you the chairman of Ulster Television, Lord Antrim.
Now, Sir Ivan, if you will press this switch over when I say now, that will open our station. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now.
15.
Thank you, Paul.
Here we go. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, Darcy.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cue music. On 1.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing in the traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra mile. There's no business like show.
Yes, there's no business like show business, and our Time Tease Television introduces to you 60 minutes of the stars and the features you're going to see regularly on your screens. And what better to start with than, yes, the one and only, your great favorite, yes, Jimmy James.
Is it you that's putting it around an arm bar, me?
Who, me?
Yes.
Good heavens, no. Why did I do that?
Well, is it him?
Is it you?
Huh?
Is it you?
I don't want any.
He didn't want any. Oh, I knew he got a load in last Friday. You must have some left.
How much are there?
How much are there? Look, take 2 pair and get rid of him.
No, somebody...
Take 2 pair, wrap them up and we'll...
No, somebody's putting it around an arm bar, me.
Are they?
Yeah.
Did you want to keep it a secret? I think you've got a good case if you can find out who it is. I've seen him somewhere before, don't know where, but I never forget a face. Have I seen? Right, he got away quick. Oh, the little fella, he went through your legs. Oh, he's gone now. Where have I seen you before?
Oh, I'm out of there now.
Oh, that's where I've seen you, in there. I didn't know I'd been in.
I've been away, you know.
Eh?
I've been away, you know.
Yes, I know, but it doesn't show.
I've been to South Africa.
South Africa? You didn't go in this coat.
No, I went in an aeroplane.
I'll work in one in a minute. What were you doing in South Africa?
I was the colonial secretary.
Oh, did Macmillan know?
Very good. And I was very popular in South Africa as well.
Nice people.
And just before I came home, they gave me a lovely present.
Did they? What did they give you?
2 man-eating lions.
Oh, yeah? Did you fetch them home? Where do you keep them?
In this box.
You'll have... 2 lions in there? I thought I heard a little rustling. Go and get 2 coffees.
Are you telling him about the lions?
Yes, he's got 2 lions in that box.
How much are they?
How much are they? He doesn't want to sell them.
Are you telling him about the giraffe?
Yes, he's got a giraffe in there with the lions.
Is it black or white?
Oh, I don't... what colour's the giraffe, he wants to know?
They're coffee, aren't they?
I thought he drank them.
I've been to India, too.
Oh, he's been all over the place. India? Now, I'll bet the Indians gave you a nice present.
They did.
What did they give you?
An elephant.
An elephant. Male or female?
No, an elephant.
I know, but you see, there's the male... Oh, don't bother, you wouldn't know. I don't suppose it matters to you whether it's male or female, the elephant.
It wouldn't matter to anybody, only another elephant.
I'll stop you going to those youth clubs. Where do you keep the elephant? In the box?
Oh, don't be silly. You couldn't get an elephant in there. The elephant in a cage.
If he was... Yes, that's where he keeps it, in a cage. Where do you keep the cage?
In the box.
There'll be room in the van for the 3 of us, I think. Look, we've had a lot of requests for songs. What do you suggest we sing out of the 2 songs we know?
Who's got me ding-dong?
We'll sing... What?
Who's got me ding-dong?
How do I know who's got your ding-dong? You're a big lad now, you can look after it, can't you? Don't carrying about. Who's got me ding-dong?
Have you lost yours as well?
No!
Maybe you'd like to see what goes to make a show like this. What goes
Up in the
on
control
backstage?
room, the lighting engineer plays a kind of organ, which, instead of giving out music, controls the studio lighting. In the makeup rooms, the beautiful girls you'll be seeing in our programs are made even more beautiful. While the dress designers make sure they look like $1 million when they come to you on your screens. The artists and designers work away to give you the thrill of being in romantic and luxurious places. The record library stores thousands of titles, pops and classics. Just now, Petula Clark is choosing some of her favorites with musical director Norman Hackford. Viewers everywhere showed their impatience by having new aerials put up. What kind of programs, they quite rightly asked, are Anglia going to give us? Well, first there's the news, the local news, all about Anglia. The Nerve Centre at Anglia House will be receiving news of every occurrence 24 hours of the day. Head of news, Peter Kennelly, will shape it into the twice-daily bulletins following the national news. Every so often there'll be that hot story that'll send the stills photographer scuttling for his camera and the film unit scorching off to bring back the pictures for you. There'll be news of motor racing at Snetterton. Exciting moments on the hairpin bend. Bang up the minute pictures of the winners. The news film negative is developed on a high-speed machine and is barely dry before the editor cuts and assembles the scenes, and it passes into the hands of the telecine engineers for transmission in the next bulletin. 2 of my announcer colleagues, whose faces will soon be very familiar to you, are Newman Saunders and Colin Barr.
Basically, it comes down to 10 items for this lunchtime bulletin anyway.
10 items? What, these 7 and 3 just come in, I suppose?
Just come in.
The speed of television.
That's it. Now, this house fire one, very, very good film on that, just in time for tonight's bulletin, so it'll come in on second on the list, and after that, Colin, will be your interview with the minister, right?
Righto, and how long have I got, and what line do you want me to take?
Well, I suggest you have 2 minutes, 2 minutes 10 perhaps, but, really winkle the truth out of him, dig it out of him.
Righto.
Make him give us all the answers.
I'll do my very best, righto.
Or when a big film is being made nearby, we'll be there, talking to the stars. In Ipswich the other day, we had Richard Attenborough making The Angry Silence.
What now, darling, what now? I don't know. I'm lost utterly.
We must think quickly, oh, quickly.
Escape.
Together?
Of course.
We can't. Oh, no, we can't.
We must.
It'll break Victor's heart.
Well, it'll break Sybil's heart too, probably, but that can't be helped. Think of the hell we should lead them into staying here, pretending to love them and loving each other so desperately.
We must tell them.
What?
Call them and tell them.
We can't do that.
Well, it's honest.
I can't be honest. It's too horrible to think of. What shall we do? What shall we say?
We just have to rely on the inspiration of the moment.
It'll be a moment completely devoid of inspiration, the most appalling moment imaginable. You must see that.
Well, what do you propose to do then? As it is, they may appear at any minute.
We must choose instantly, one way or the other. Go away together now, or stay here with them and never see each other again, ever.
Don't be silly. What choice is there?
No choice at all. Come along.
No, wait. This is sheer raving madness. Something's happening.
8 major plays a year will go out from Anglia on the national network. In charge of production, internationally famous George Moore O'Farrell, winner of many TV awards. Here, he rehearses Hollywood stars Dawn Addams and John Ireland in a scene from our second play, a thriller called Sweet Poison. An outside broadcast, or OB unit, is a little less portable maybe, but it can go pretty nearly anywhere to bring you events at the moment they happen. Farming programs will be particularly interesting coming this way. The cameras taking you into the heart of the countryside and bringing you a breath of country air and the sounds of rural life.
2150 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
I want plainclothesmen here at the Davis place. 8-hour shifts. 10-4?
10-4. No, Joe. It's faster than you. Don't do it.
Been expecting you.
And here is Bill Maynard.
Now it's time to meet our next storyteller, who is in fact a lady, a very charming lady, Mrs. Bella Armstrong. Here she is. Right, that's the idea. Well, it's wonderful to have you on the program, Bella. You keep a boarding house here, don't you? Any of your lodgers looking in tonight? Any? Is there one, perhaps? One lodger?
No, I don't have lodgers. I have boarders.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Right. If you'd have said there was a lodger, I'd have said hello, Roger. All right. Well, look, straight off. It's wonderful to have you, Bella. Straight off, we'd like you to tell us your favourite joke.
Well, now, I had a friend. Her 2 sons went on a cruise, and they had a lovely 3 months cruise in the Mediterranean. Of course, they came home, and a week after, one of her sons died. So they sent in for a woman to lay him out and do the necessaries. And one woman said to the other, "Doesn't he look well?" So her friend says, "Of course he looks well. Wouldn't you after a Mediterranean cruise for 3 months?"
That's wonderful, Bella. Great girl. That's the girl. Well, Bella, with all of those herbaceous borders of yours, you must have a lot of washing to do. So we would like you do. Right? Well, we would like you to accept a nice present from Tyne Teas. There we are. There's a bar of soap to do your washing with. That's two, both. All right. And just in case you want something to put it in, we've got a nice washing machine for you. All right. There we are, darling. And thank you very much for coming over. Well, would you go off with it? Well, there we are, viewers. You can see just how simple it is. We'll be with, I beg your pardon, we'll be with you on Monday night at 9 o'clock, so we'll send you then, all right? Good night and God bless. Good night.
Don't just say brown, say Hovis. Oh.
Good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, on this great occasion when Wales and West have at last got their independent TV station, I've arranged for some of our own stars to come along so you can play chicken to them. Hello, sir.
Hello, Jack. Hello. Well, I must say it's very nice to invite me here this evening. And the only thing I can say, it could have happened to a nicer man.
Tommy, where were you born?
Well, I was born at a very early age. I cried just like a baby. No, I was born in Caerphilly, Wales.
Really? Where'd you go after that?
Well, when I was in Caerphilly, Wales, I left there when I was a year old because I got too serious with the girl next door. And then I went to Exeter.
Oh, yeah. Devon?
Devon.
Oh, I'd be Devon too, boy. I'd be glad.
Where you come here, don't be amazed.
He's proper, isn't he? By the way, when did you first start magic?
Well, I started when I was about 8 years old. My auntie in Exeter gave me my first set.
Your auntie? Would you like to talk to her now?
Can I do that?
Do, please.
All right. Well, look, Auntie, if you're watching, thank you very much for that magic set, but I still can't do the tricks.
Well, Tommy, you've gone a long way since then. What are you doing now?
Well, I'm in pantomime.
Really?
Yes. Oh, if you ever come to London, I should be at the Palladium with Arthur Askey, you know, the big fella.
How did you get in here? How did you get in? Well, nice to see you. But you don't live in Manchester. You haven't got a nice frock on like me. Look, I'll change. I know you. Oh, it's over there. Oh, I got 2 cameras, eh? You've been spending your money. Hello, there's another one over here. Now, keep them still, boys. Where are you? Hiya, Dad. I've got my dad in Southport and my sister. You know I'm from round here, don't you?
Not from Manchester, I know that.
Oh, no, I'm from Liverpool.
Liverpool?
Yes, come
oh,
here,
yes,
the accent.
yeah.
You know, all the comics come from Liverpool, Quentin.
I know that.
To live in Liverpool, you've got to be a comic, you know that, don't you? Never mind, Manchester man, Liverpool gentleman. But now, that's right, they're throwing the bricks at us now.
Not a chance.
Well, now, you haven't had a cup final ticket, have you, by any chance?
No, but we have a piano.
That's what I've come at. A piano?
Piano, yeah.
Would you like me to display my art?
Yes.
Oh, don't be filthy. Well,
Carl, just anything you want here.
Yeah. I will tell you, where are you? Come out the way. What's the matter now? Who is that? To beg his name. I didn't expect this at all, playmates. This has been rather thrust on me. But they've got this out for an hour, this piano. They've hired it, you know. And if Mr. Bernstein's plans go right up here, they're going to buy it. See? We won't be long. So they keep the cows in here at night, you know. Oh, well. Brought me music, look. I'll tell you why I brought this, just by chance. Because I've been doing a lot of slapdoodling in London, before your very eyes. Of course, you missed it up here, but they filmed it, you see, and I hope that in a few weeks' time, you'll be seeing me at my old nonsense again, you see. I haven't had time to make up properly, look. Can you see my beard?
Only Max Factor Cream Puff brings you instant beauty, constant skin care.
Now drawing to the end of what is a very thrilling day for us. We are greatly honoured tonight. We have the Lord Bishop of Durham to deliver the epilogue.
Let us say a prayer for all who are going to give their services in this television. We beseech the Almighty God to direct and bless those who in this our generation and in this place speak where many listen and write what many read, all artists and craftsmen, that they may do their part in making the heart of the people wise, its mind sound, and its will righteous, to the honor of Jesus Christ our Lord.
anthem brings us to the close of our first day's transmission on Channel 8. We hope you've enjoyed the programs. Good night, everyone.
In the winning streak tomorrow, David's fight for success takes on a new dimension.
Here's to the Lakeland rally. And to David Savage getting the better of Frank McShane.
Suppose you'll be calling in on David Savage.
I wonder what Carol would make of that. Surely if David's beginning to play away, that wouldn't even...
Forget it, all right.
You know the rules. No questions.
I don't need to ask any questions. I just saw him outside.
A bitter prelude to disaster in the winning streak tomorrow at 9 on ITV.
And starting in a few minutes on ITV, the music of jazz violinist Nigel Kennedy is the subject of Strad Jazz. While here on 4, we go back to the first days of ITV with the adventures of Robin Hood.
Wouldn't it be nice if all cities were like Milton Keynes?
Epson, one of the largest computer companies in the world, has invented one of the smallest, most powerful computers in the world. It has a very catchy little name, the PX8, and it works anywhere. As you can see, it's indeed raring to go. So wherever your work takes you, you can take your Epson PX8. Which is particularly handy for me when I'm working for the European Space Agency in zero gravity.
The Epson PX8, you can take it anywhere.
Do you know me? These guys do. They told me I'm too old to learn this game.
¿Por qué no pruebas el golf?
He says maybe I should take up golf. Well, one thing I learned early on, no matter how well I play in the tournaments around the world, I cannot hand in a better card than this, the American Express card.
Apply for the American Express card today.
The American Express card, don't leave home without it.
Don't tease, don't flirt, don't get ideas, 'cause they hurt. Stay in, stay cool, don't get ideas, 'cause I'll
can't stop a girl getting ideas. 6 new wash-in, wash-out colours from Weller.
Back to today now, and back again into the mists of time to one of the great successes of ITV's early years, Robin Hood.
Follow the spear and get flavor. Follow the spear and have fun. Follow the spear and get Wrigley Spearmint gum. Follow the spear and get flavor. The taste that's #1. You love that spearmint flavor. Share it with someone. Follow the spear and get Wrigley Spearmint gum.
Potter's Walk on a Sunday morning holds few surprises for a keen observer of human nature, like myself. But these are largely creatures of habit. Yet there's something about the observer reader at number 53 that's fundamentally enigmatic, eclectic, antithetically idiosyncratic even. Know what I mean?
Do something different every Sunday. Read The Observer.
Starring Magnificent Obsession, the story of a wealthy playboy who indirectly causes the death of a highly respected surgeon.
I didn't ask you for your resuscitator, you know.
Smash up somebody's car when you're drunk and write out a check. Get in a mess with a showgirl and write out a check. And when a man dies, write out a check to his widow. Account paid in full.
Can he ever make amends? Find out in Magnificent Obsession this Thursday at 5 on 4.
Next tonight, we conclude our trip down memory lane with Cookie, Stuart Bailey and 77 Sunset Strip.
A long flight can be a long haul, particularly if you have to make stops on the way. But there's just one airline that flies to and from Hong Kong non-stop. Cathay Pacific, Hong Kong's airline. Because we know if you spend less time in the air, you'll arrive in better shape.
Don't tease, don't flirt, don't get ideas, 'cause they hurt. Stay in, stay cool, don't get ideas. I'll call, let's eat, let's dance, don't get ideas. No chance, don't get ideas.
No chance. You can't stop a girl getting ideas. 6 new wash-in, wash-out colours from Weller.
Always pass on your postcode so you're properly addressed when people reply. Because post-coded letters whiz through our machines far faster than sorting by hand. So pass on your postcode. Write it, quote it, use it. It means mail gets sorted faster, helping us to help you.
Pass on your postcode, you're not properly addressed without it.
Now, for those of you still with a stomach for nostalgia, prepare to sup your fill on another favourite item from the weekly diet some 30 years ago. 77 Sunset Strip.
No other ketchup tastes like Heinz, because no other ketchup is richer or thicker. Heinz is so thick and tasty, food prefers it to any other ketchup. Heinz. There's no better ketchup, because there's no taste better.
Epson, one of the largest computer companies in the world, has invented one of the smallest, most powerful computers in the world. It has a very catchy little name, the PX8, and it works anywhere. As you can see, it's indeed raring to go. So wherever your work takes you, you can take your Epson PX8, which is particularly handy for me when I'm working for the European Space Agency in zero gravity.
The Epson PX8. You can take it anywhere. Dickens and Jones. We can also clothe you in clothes.
However you picture it, make sure your new home is a gas-warm home. Gas-warm means gas for heating, hot water and cooking, plus full insulation. It's the picture of economy, 24 hours a day. With gas, everyone's comfortably off.
Don't miss this week's TV Times. It's your essential guide to the coming week on ITV and Channel 4, and it's full of fun facts surrounding this week's TV Times people. People like Torval and Dean gliding carefully through the door of greater opportunities. Or you can peruse some very revealing photographs of Steve Davis and catch him again this Tuesday in Pot of Gold. And while Russell Grant spins another wheel of fortune in Open Road talking about his favourite car, Katie Boyle sorts out a few suspension problems. All this and much, much more in this week's TV Times. Don't miss it.
So what do you think of this? I've just had all my windows and doors replaced by the London Window Company. Now, the two fellas they sent, they worked hard all day and cleaned up after them, including the mess from the party the night before. I got a great deal. I didn't have to find a deposit, and using their finance terms, I had nothing to pay for a whole year. The wife's telling all her friends about it, including her mother. She's coming around on Sunday to have a look. Listen, mother-in-law, this message is just for you. I know you need some new windows, but don't come round Sunday giving me a hard time. Ring 01388 1122 and ask them for details. I can't have that woman coming around on Sunday in the middle of the dinner telling me.
With Abbey National's new 5-star account, you don't have to be a star. You can start off with as little as £500. Get instant access to your money with no penalties, so you won't get your fingers burnt. And the more you invest, the higher the interest rate goes. You don't have to be a star to get Abbey National's new 5-star account.
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
Look what we've cooked up for you. New lean cuisine.
Hey, good looking.
Dishes like fillet of cod with broccoli or zucchini lasagna. That's lean cuisine. Lean because we've cut down on fat. Cuisine because you demand more taste.
Hey, good looking.
12 delicious recipe dishes. That's new lean cuisine from Findus. Great taste in cooking, good looking.
Epson, one of the largest computer companies in the world, has just invented one of the easiest computer systems in the world to use. It's called Taxi, and this is it. Without learning any gobbledygook or jargon, anyone can come to grips with Taxi in about 10 minutes. And as a proof of that, I've asked my mother to come along and try it. Mother? Hi. Come and sit down. My mother, of course, knows nothing about computers. Like this? Yes. Doing very well. Get into the box. I'm in. You did this very quickly. There, you see.
Heinz, your tie isn't straight.
Taxi from Epsom. So easy, your mother could use it.
You can buy now, pay February on a wide range of products at your electricity board shop. So buy now,
Pay February.